James Gunn Superman is finally out. Let's talk about it. So me personally, I've been waiting over 2 years for this. Probably close to 3, right? Ever since, I think it was back in 2022 when James Gunn announced that he was in charge of the DCU. He changed it from DCU to DCU, rebooted it. He's like, this is my plan, like Gods and Monsters Chapter 1 and all this. And he's like, and we're going to kick it off with Superman. Obviously, you know, if you're talking about live action, you know, this is technically the real kickoff. You know, it's Creature Commandos, but this is a real kickoff here. Superman just laying out the groundwork, the foundation. And ever since then, I'm like, okay, I'm pretty excited. And yeah, since then, yeah, just been one of my most anticipated movies in general, but then especially for this year. And we're finally here now. It honestly feels unreal. It's surreal. Yeah, a lot was on the line here because James Gunn, he has a good history of comic book movies, just absolutely going insane. Notably, Guardians of the Galaxy, that trilogy. I know some people weren't that high on the second part, but still, regardless, the entire trilogy as a whole was just fantastic. And yeah, just like really good stuff. So obviously the hope here was that James Gunn can kind of emulate that magic with just making a really good comic book movie again with Superman, who, if we're being honest, a lot of Superman movies just over the years, I don't know, very mixed. Let's just be positive, very mixed to say the least. Yeah, so that he had a lot of stuff to do, especially the brand image. But honestly, I'm just gonna say it, bro. I'm just gonna cut it right there. Just get right into this, bro. The movie's absolutely fantastic. It's amazing. It was even better than I thought it was. I wanted the movie to be good, and it was good. It's better than I thought. James Gunn yet again cooked, and yeah, I just can't really doubt James Gunn. I'm happy it was good, but yeah, I can't be like, oh, there wasn't like a doubt in my mind. Like there was still doubt in the back of my mind, like, oh, this could go wrong, and if it does, that's yeah, it's gonna be very bad. But no, we're good. The movie's fantastic. Like this is a must-watch movie, must-see movie. Okay, in my opinion, such a good Superman movie. Probably like me personally, I like Man of Steel as well, and that's kind of like the Superman that I grew up with. But like this one, oh my god, it's just about the takes, man. Just having like a joyful, faithful, I don't know, humanitarian Superman. Not just having, I guess you can say, what most people would see as Superman, just having that take, that iteration, but like in modern day, especially someone that's I don't know, yeah, some of my age, man. This is great to see. Like, I'm just glad, like, to see David Corenswet absolutely killed it as Superman. Absolutely, man. I just love it. I just love his entire performance. Obviously, as Clark, killed as Clark Kent, and then obviously as Superman himself, just wonderful. The entire cast as well. Like, everyone just killed it. I'm like, damn, this is amazing. And I guess one thing was going into this was like, because I remember when the first trailer came out, I'm like, oh, I don't know about the visual effects. I don't really like them. But then also I'm like, just, you know, getting used to them over time, seeing them more and more and more often, you eventually get used to them. And I'm like, by the time the movie comes out, I'm used to them. And yeah, that rings true. It's like, I was watching the movie and I'm like, shots would have bothered me before. I'm like, obviously, like the CGI was better. You know, it's the final product as well. But also I'm like, oh, it doesn't really bother me. I'm like, I'm fine if I actually like it. And I'm like, I don't know if this is me, but like, I don't know how to describe the CGI because the visual effects in this movie are different compared to like most movies, especially like superhero ones. But like in a good way. I'm not like, they look really good still, but there's like, I don't know, I feel like they're aesthetically different, but it's still very good. I don't know, it's a weird one. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but yeah, especially when you get into the whole the pocket dimension part, which was absolutely amazing. Yeah, it got very interesting there. I'm like, damn, this is cool. I really liked it. Like there were scenes where I'm like, oh, the flying when obviously we got the close-ups of the flying scenes, but I'm like, it doesn't really bother me. Like it's whatever. I'm like, sometimes it's certain shots, like there's gonna be a few that don't look like as good as the others, but still, by no means does it look bad. Like, bro, like can't be nitpicking like that. Like I loved it, honestly, I loved it. Yeah, I guess starting off the movie, it goes right in. We get like a whole bunch of like not cars, but like I guess text on screen, and it's pretty much gives context. And long story short, we're like 3 years into Clark being Superman, and yeah, we see it off. But another thing was, the movie kicks off with what the clip that everyone's seen, the footage, like that 5-minute clip where we see Superman just landing like what was it? I think it was a reference to Goku after his battle. I'm pretty sure the battle was what was it? They said he lost his first battle ever, I think. and that was like what did they say, 3 minutes ago? Yeah, I think it was like 3 minutes ago, and it was against that new character that James Gunn made, right? If I'm not wrong, it was, what's the name? Yeah, the Hammer of Barivia. I'm probably saying that wrong. My bad. But yeah, that's what it was. And then Superman's there, and then also see Crypto. We see that whole thing. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, I don't even describe it, but you know what I'm talking about. See the Fortress of Solitude. It's absolutely beautiful still. Every time I see it, I'm just like amazed. I'm like, wow, it just looks so good. And also the whole dynamic with, oh man, I'm forgetting the names, but like especially with the oh bro, what are they called? Why am I forgetting them? Like the robots. Yeah, but like the whole dynamic with the robots, especially like I like number 4 quite a bit, who was later on named Gary. This is cool. And I don't know, I felt like compared to most people, I had I don't know, felt like I had a connection there. I don't know, because Superman, he just cares about everyone, right? He just wants to just help people, kind of, do his best to help people out, save people. Just being there for humanity itself. And this movie does go into like the political realm, which was like kind of rumored like a while ago. Like that was like a huge plot leak I remember a while ago. And I think James Gunn, he did try to deny it, but it turned out to be true still. I know he did, the final cut had changed and stuff, but still, it did ring true. But I know it's not a bad thing. I'm just like, yeah, some people, it's not going to work for them. They're going to get probably triggered. And yeah, James Gunn probably knew that, but yeah, you just got to live with it, right? Then again, just remember, this is a movie, man. This is, it's just a movie. Okay, like, relax, chill. But yeah, I don't know. I really liked it. I really liked his battle with what's the Hammer of Barivia. It is like the I guess the whole thing where they were doing with Lex kind of just I guess yeah, he was manipulating Superman, but also yeah, he was pretty much tricking Superman, just like one-upping him. He's since he's like a super big brain, just pretty much putting Superman into the spots to get what Lex wanted, which was get Superman out of the equation. And also he ultimately failed, but still I don't know, I found it very interesting, the whole political, like the way they connected, like the whole political thing with Lex and Superman, because it tied into the whole nation, those two nations fighting each other, right? And then obviously that connected with the Hammer, and then the whole pocket dimension. So like everything tied in. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what I'm saying. Everything tied in perfectly, and it kind of just stemmed from, I used to say Lex, yeah, stemmed from Lex, but just like it's politics in general. Obviously not gonna go into the politics, but yeah, that's a big theme of the movie. That is definitely a big theme of the movie. Social commentary, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, the battle as well. This is what I was gonna say. A lot of the footage, a lot of footage we saw pretty much. If you've seen all the teasers, all the trailers, you've probably seen like a good amount of the movie. Okay, I'm just being honest. Not to say it's a bad thing, but it's like there's obviously, you haven't seen every scene, but like you've seen like pretty much every part of the movie. But to me, like, it still works because I didn't really know what the context was. But yeah, I just want to put that out there as well. I guess talk about Lex. Nicholas Hoult absolutely killed as Lex. Just, yeah, like people were saying he was a hater, an absolute hater. You could see that in the trailers, teasers, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, bro, it was absolutely true. Especially when oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. But when he killed the, I guess, the vendor, the guy who was helping Superman in trailers, as you saw, that was bad. I actually didn't think that was gonna happen, to be honest. Because I'm like, damn, this movie's supposed to be like suitable for kids too. I'm like, damn, he actually popped him, bro. After he did like the whole James Bond type thing that you've seen in the trailers, bro, he pops him. I'm like, what? That was insane. That was absolutely insane. And that was in the pocket dimension after Lex pretty much just like convinces the US government, just, pull strings, essentially. And I guess the whole thing with Superman's parents, especially like, bro, the pop that Bradley Beal got, Bradley Beal, bro, I'm talking about freaking basketball. Great. Man, that freaking bio's been on my mind. Anyways, not really. With Bradley Cooper, my bad. Yeah, the pop was insane, bro. In my auditorium, bro, yeah, everyone's going crazy for him. Like, throughout the entire movie, people are going crazy. They loved it. And it got like it got a big applause at the end. Yeah. It was good, bro. It's just good having some positivity for once, man. Because that's what Superman's supposed to, like, resemble. just, you know, beacon of hope, faith. Just give us some life back in humanity, right? And that kind of was a plot line, that kind of was a storyline, because Superman thought, as we know, he thought his parents sent him to Earth so that he could serve humanity and just kind of like, serve people, you know, serve Earth, and you know, help humanity. But the second half, he was also assuming that based on, like, he was kind of guessing, because the second half of that message was kind of like fuzzy, you know what I mean? It wasn't really, you couldn't really decipher what it was kind of ruined. So then he was kind of assuming, and it turned out that when Lex and the engineer, the engineer found out where Superman was at, get the Fort Solitude, which is, I guess they said that was against rules, essentially, whatever, blah blah blah. And when they found it, they went in there, they got and then they had to also going in there when they were breaking in there, and then they killed the robots, bro. I'm like, damn, that's actually sad as hell. I was getting so sad, bro. And then obviously Crypto as well, what they did there. I'm like, there's like a lot of, like, if you think about it, there's a lot of dark themes, a lot of dark stuff happened. It reminds me of, obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, especially what you see with Rocket Raccoon, his whole arc in that movie. Oh my god. It's actually insane. I'm like, wow. Bro, James Gunn gets away with this, bro. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how this man gets away with the PG ratings, the PG-13 ratings, bro. I don't know how, bro. James Gunn finesses is actually insane. Like I was saying, he got the information there about the engineers kind of like hacking into it, whatever, downloading all of it. And that's cool too. I thought the engineer was great. Also, like I said, the entire cast great. But the engineer, like, her abilities, I'm like, oh damn, I didn't know about this. I'm like, it's pretty cool. That was there, and then we also saw Ultraman. But yeah, when they download the video, they got that, and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna use this, because then they kind of like decrypted it, and they realized, oh, the second half was used against him. And Superman, Clark didn't know what the second half was. He never knew it, and it turned out that it's here. You're supposed to be here to just cause chaos, essentially, on Earth. And that's how they kind of got people to turn on Superman, with the use of the media, right? And that kind of goes back into real life as well. I guess more so, like the media, traditional media especially. Just the way they can change the narrative and stuff very quickly. And then you see it again near the end when Superman clears his name and then it's back on Lex. You see how, like, quickly like that, and then like only like one of them says like, oh, we're sorry, right? But like the damage, some people are gonna still think Superman's like that. Just like interesting stuff like that. There was the one thing where I'm like, bro, please. I thought they cut it out. I thought James Gunn cut it out, and that was the part. Oh man, that was a super that one. The jokes were funny earlier on when Lois was interviewing Clark. Like that was funny. And then they paid it off kind of later on in the pocket dimension when Superman is captured and they're moving him in there, and then he sees the monkeys. And then he's like, oh, they're the ones that are hating on me. Pretty much. It was funny. I'm like, bro, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, bro, like, we're all thinking the same thing, okay? It's okay, bro. No one get triggered. I'm Indian myself, okay? So it's okay. I'm gonna say it for everyone, okay? Bro, it's like the Indian, like, centers there. The Indian bot centers, whatever you call it, Indian scam center, bro. It's just like that, all of them like that, bro. Just like, that's what it reminded me of. I'm like, this is hilarious. Okay, it was way better, the execution of it, than what I thought, like, when I was reading the leaks about it. Okay, like, I hated it, but I'm glad. Also, I'm kind of glad it wasn't there. Obviously, just the James Gunn type humor was in the movie still, but I don't think it was like, it wasn't too much, I'll say that. He definitely did cut down on it, which was being reported. And also another thing was, like, you could tell throughout the movie that the title cards were supposed to be in there. So if you don't know, long story short, there's supposed to be I'm pretty sure the whole movie takes over, the whole movie, all the events in the movie took over from the span of a week. So, like, and then it's supposed to have, like, title cards such as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. So when you see, like, the times when there's, like, the little pause with the black screen to kind of like transition, those are supposed to have, like, title cards right there inserted there, and you could tell that, right? Especially if you knew about the leak, like how I did. And I think it would have helped. I actually think it would have helped. I forget what they called it, but they said the movie James Gunn, like, the way he wrote it was in mind as having it like what's it called? Not anthropology. I forget what it was, but it's supposed to just be like event type thing. I think kind of like was it like Napoleon? I think that was, yeah. I think Napoleon was like that as well. And I know some people are mixed about that, but honestly, it works. The movie's action-packed, jam-packed, just everything's going crazy. There's no moments to really rest, to be honest, and it worked. And then obviously the dynamic between Lois Lane and Clark / Superman was absolutely fantastic. David and Rachel just killed it. What else? Obviously the Daily Planet as well. That was a big thing. I wanted them to just do the Daily Planet like pretty well, because that's, in my opinion, that's kind of what was lacking in other Superman movies. And yeah, it was done really well here. It was honestly, yeah, there's a lot of the movie that's set in place there, and they do play a big part as well with helping literally locate Jimmy. He literally helps locate Superman, so that Lois can go with Mr. Terrific, and yeah, just save Superman. What else? Mr. Terrific. I don't know how to pronounce the actor's name, my bad, but yeah, people are saying he was the best part, or yeah, people are saying he was one of the best parts, if not the best part of the movie. And I can't agree. Sorry, I do agree. Sorry. Yeah, I do agree. He was absolutely great. I loved especially that scene where they're about to go. They land where, like the pocket I mentioned, like portal is at, and obviously all those like guards are trying to stop him. All the Lexus guards and stuff trying to stop him, and yeah, Mr. Terrific, bro. He already had his. I'm like, this guy already has a shield. I can tell. I'm like, he already has it on Lois, his shield of his. And then he uses his what are they called? Oh, I'm trying to remember. Spears. He uses spears to just go crazy. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, what that reminded me of was well, it was similar. What it reminded me of was in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, when they had like that one. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was a oneer in like that little fight sequence they had in like the hallway. It kind of reminded me of that, the way it was shot, at least, like similarly, not entirely. I know. There is a difference, but still, it kind of reminded me of that. I'm like, oh, damn, that's probably just James Gunn. Man, what a legend. And then, yeah, Mr. Terrific, like you saw in the teaser and trailers as well. The humor there, he had the dry humor because he's so, like, serious, but, like, monotone, like, just, like, let's get this done, man, come on. And he's like, yeah, I don't really have emotions. And that's kind of like a theme, emotions in the movie as well. Like the robots were saying to Clark, we don't have emotions, right? But if we did, like, yeah, stuff like that. What else was there? We saw Green Lantern, obviously, Guy Gardner. Absolutely great performance by Nathan. I don't know what to say. Like, a lot of stuff that you saw all stuff you saw with him in the trailers was, like I said, in here as well. But man, with the context when watching the movie, it's even better. Okay, like the whole Justice Gang thing, the bit throughout the movie, I loved it. And also you have as well Hawkgirl, played by Isabela Merced. Great performance as well. Especially when I'm like, damn, she dropped him, and then the transition into like the glass with the thing falling in it. I forgot what it was. I'm like, whoa, because I was like the president, right? I'm like, damn. So I was not expecting that. I'm like, that's what I mean, bro. James Gunn, this guy's slick. This guy's slick with getting away with these ratings, bro. This guy is slick. He knows how to finesse it. What else? Obviously, Eve was the one who was kind of like the whistleblower, essentially, to take down Lex. So that was great as well. Bro, just big brain. Like, people thought like, oh no, she's like not that big brain. Like, she's not that smart, intelligent. That's what they assumed. But nah, bro. The finesse with the selfies, bro. The finesse with the selfies. And this man Jimmy says, bro, Jimmy's going crazy. This man. Yeah, if you know, you know. That's all I can say. What else? Metamorpho. Great performance as well. Especially the kryptonite, because I remember seeing the teaser trailers. I'm like, how's it gonna work? Anthony Carrigan. I hope I'm saying that right. He was great. Very good. And then you have his son in there. And he's like, yeah, bro, I'm doing this so that they don't do something to my son. Because he saw especially what happened to the vendor that Superman was, I guess, kind of like close with, you could say. And then, yeah, that, like I said, yeah, bro, that was intense. That was very intense. But he's like, yeah, bro, I need to save my son. And I'm pretty sure son's name was Joey, right? You saw the green the green thing, right? The green kid, the green baby. There's a whole sequence with him, with them trying to save him. Okay, because all Lex's goons were really like going after them and stuff like that, and then they were about to get sucked into what was it? Pretty much the abyss. Okay, that's pretty much what it was. They're gonna be just stuck in a black hole. that was it, and that was the sequence where like I was talking about earlier, the CGI was like, that's where it really went. Like the aesthetic of CGI was different. Like right there, like throughout the entire movie, I felt like, because I've gotten used to it, but I feel like there it was different aesthetically quite a bit. But it worked. Okay, it worked quite well. I love the look of it. Like I really want to watch the movie again because there's a lot of the movie, or a lot of time when I was watching the movie today, I was like, my brain was just like, what's going on? There's so much stuff going on. Like my brain was like on on auto, I guess. It's just like, I'm like, bro, this is so much to take in. But because it's like awesome. Okay, it's just so much fun. I remember I was smiling, but there was like the moment where when Lex is invading the Fortress of Solitude, and then the engineer pretty much just kills the boss, and the Wade's shot as well, kind of like the circular motion. I'm like, damn, this is very cool. This is very cool. But then I'm like, damn, they died, and I was so sad. And then I remember the scene that was gonna come on later on, which finally came, and it's like Superman coming back. He's him realizing, oh wait, that's how they got the information and stuff. And obviously he's like furious. But yeah, like, oh my god, man. That scene hit hard again. Even when I saw in the trailers, I'm like, damn. Because Superman doesn't see anyone by, whatever you want to say, like race, gender, religion, whatever. He sees everyone as equal. He sees everyone as, just, like, as human. You know what I mean? That's what he sees everyone as. And then, you see him throughout the movie's newest examples, like saving people, saving the squirrel, saving like animal stuff, just saving anyone, everyone, whoever he can. And like just the symbolism in the movie is great. Like it honestly, like when I saw the bot dying, he's holding the bot, or well, he was dying, and I'm like, damn, it was number 4, so I'm pretty sure it's Gary. And I'm like, oh my god, like it just hits hard. It's just like beautiful to see, you know what I mean? Like it's just really touching. And I remember there, not even exaggerating, bro, literally tears coming out. And there's moments before that where I was close, but it's just like, bro, he's just a beacon of hope, man. Just wholesome, pure joy, bro. Just like such a good guy. I don't know how to describe it. And like this goes like, obviously credit to David. Credit to David Corenswet, his performance, right? It's great acting. And then what else was there? Obviously, another scene that hit hard was also one of my favorite ones from like the trailers that they showed, and that was like in the very beginning of the movie with Lois and Clark. And they're doing like the whole interview because Clark's like, let's do it, man, let's do it. And yeah, you're the whole part of the war thing. Yeah, that line hit hard again, bro. Like every time, it just hits every time. And then what else? Especially like the shot when you see Superman coming out, like after the building collapses, and then you see him coming out of it with the dust, kind of the dust particles. That absolutely great. It just shivers. Just absolutely, shivers. What else? And the other time you see in the trailer as well, when with those two countries, those two nations that are fighting, the one being the aggressor, I forget what it's called, but the hammer dude, right? Because he was kind of like a pawn, because Ultraman's playing him, and Lex was telling him to do that. Anyways, yeah, you know what I'm talking about there. Anyways, that country, how they were attacking the other one, and then you see the kids there, the citizens are just ready to fight for their country, and you see the kid. And the kid's with him. The one kid puts up the Superman flag, and he's asking for Superman for help. And it's just beautiful, man. And it's honestly like it's like heartbreaking, but it's like also beautiful at the same time. And I'm like, wow, man. It just shows, man, what Superman stands for. Like that's what it's all about, man. This movie's just it's amazing. Okay, it's just amazing. Like I'm honestly speechless. I guess another part we'll talk about Ultraman, because we find that Ultraman is actually just a clone of Superman that Lex pretty much got over just all the times that they were fighting, or just all the times Superman was fighting, and they just finally got like the DNA strand, whatever, the one strand of hair, and that's how he made the clone. But the thing is, the clone is his dummy. Okay, the clone's is a dummy. That's the thing. Okay, they have to control him and stuff with what's it called? Was it Raptors? Which one was it called? The little like kind of like the pod things I had, like the spears, kind of like how Mr. Terrific had, but like these were like a different utilization, kind of the same concept, like that. And then with the help of Crypto, He takes down Ultraman by taking all those down because then they have no comms, essentially. Like no visuals, no comms and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, this is great. But yeah, it worked out well. What else was there? Obviously, the pocket dimension was great. That was a sci-fi element, which I'm like, damn, this works well for Superman. Because me personally, I'm like, I haven't really seen that one. Like this is like hardcore sci-fi, but it works. So I'm like, this is great. After this, I didn't get the chance to read All-Star Superman. I had it. I think I said that like way back. I forget how many videos ago when I was making a Superman video I posted. But yeah, I'm gonna get to that and see, because this is inspired by All-Star Superman. I know that quite a bit. I'm just excited to see what is in there as well. What else was there? Obviously, we saw a cameo from Sean Gunn as a character as Maxwell Lord. Talking about politics. What else? We saw. Oh, he's talking about how, like I said, this later at the end of the movie, how Lex gets taken down, and yeah, they're talking about, man, look, both sides, they agree. They can finally agree on the fact that Lex is, bro, he sucks, bro. This guy's a bum. What else was there? Also, you see the Peacemaker cameo. I'm trying to remember what else. That was great, and also the big one at the end. And Superman was hinting at it. He's like, oh yeah, like throughout the movie, you see Clark and Superman, whatever, going, same person. You know what I mean? It's the same, okay. But you see him just hinting, saying, like, when people are asking about the dog, why it means so much to him, he's like, oh, well, I need to take care of it still. Like kind of loosely being like, oh yeah, it's like, it's not mine. And then you're like, oh, okay, we see where this is going. And I already knew about the leaks, so I knew that Millie was going to be in it, Supergirl at the end. And it was cool to see, bro, because it's going to lead you directly into it's a nice way to lead you into Supergirl when that comes out next year. What is it? January, I think. I might be wrong there, but I think it got moved up January. So it's going to be a cool little segue because you can literally watch Superman and go, once Supergirl comes out, go directly into that, technically, and it's going to be cool. And also, I don't know, you might see David in Peacemaker Season 2. It could work because we saw Peacemaker here, and also this thing's a rumor as well. And I'm like, okay, we saw the post-credit scenes. Honestly, nothing crazy. Like, yeah, there's the one with just Crypto and Superman, just like looking like they're like they're like in space, just looking there, just sitting, just looking there. And then we already saw it. Like we saw that already. And then what was the other one with Mr. Terrific and Superman? There's like Superman's like just looking at the crack because when they're reforming the thing, after the pocket dimension, the splitting everything up, he's like, damn, this looks weird. He's like, man, what do you want me to do about this? When Mr. Terrific says, what do you want me to do? Like split the whole wall up again, like put it together? And then I'm like, at one point they had, I'm like, did they? The rumor like months ago was like, one of the post-credit scenes was gonna have Brainiac in it, but he wasn't there. Like, to me, is whatever, right? It's like, bro, we'll see him down the line. But maybe that was false. Maybe they cut it out because I know there's a lot of stuff that got cut out, changed, whatever. That could be it. Who knows? But yeah, I don't feel any type of weight, like positive or negative about this. I'm just saying it. That's pretty much how it is. Pa and Ma Kent, great. Very, like, this is what I wanted. Like, this is what you wanted from just like, okay, this is what you wanted. Because as Superman, when he gets sent, to Earth, his parents are very like, countryside people, farmers and stuff, very like Southern. And yeah, that's exactly what we got there. Okay, they're like, hey, this is what I wanted. This is all I wanted, bro. And that's what we got. And then especially the part like he said, we saw in the trailer as well. The part where it's like, I'll get your boots when his mom says that. Bro, it just hits. It just hits, man. So many moments. Like a lot of the good moments are in the trailer, I'll be honest. So if you haven't seen those, you're seeing them for the first time in the movie, bro. Man, shout out to you. Because that's gonna hit hard. Man, it's just a beautiful movie. Like I said, everyone in the cast, like Wendell Pierce, I was excited to see him as Perry White. He did great in the role. Obviously, he wasn't in that much, but he did great. Especially when you see them in Mr. Terrific's I forget what do you call it? I don't know, but yeah, I like the scene with him and Lois when they're going to like open the garage door, obviously, and it slowly goes. But then he's like, bro, he has all this other technology stuff. He's like, come on, man, can't upgrade the thing. That's what Lois says. What else was there? Obviously, we saw the Hall of Justice, it forming, and that was cool to see. And then we also saw, just at the end, it looks like they got a new member with Metamorpho. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, the Justice Gang, man, slowly becoming more I guess more serious. And I like the part where Superman's kind of down, man. And he's about to turn himself in, but right before that he meets Lois, and then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna turn myself in, blah blah blah. And then you just see in the background, typical Metropolis type thing, where you just see Gardner, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific just fighting off just like random like monsters, creatures, whatever you call it, just random stuff, because they also defeated the Conchu earlier on. This is great, bro. I don't know. It just feels like you're actually in the world. The world building, I think that's probably what it is. The world building was really good. You just feel like, damn, we're really in the world of Superman. We're really in Metropolis. It's just great. Like, I can't, like, yeah. And I'm definitely missing over a lot of stuff. Man, this is a great movie. This is great. Like, even as a kid, I watched the Superman cartoon, the anime series and stuff, and obviously just saw like a whole bunch of anime stuff, and just seeing Superman that's very like similar to that, especially like right now growing up and stuff, and it's cool to see. That's all I can really say. But yeah, honestly, this movie overall, I give it like, this is close to perfect for me. That's what I'm pretty easy to please. Okay, and I love this movie. I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you think down below. This is probably like a close to a 10 out of 10 movie for me. Anyways, I'm gonna watch again eventually, and see what I pick up on. I probably missed tons of things. Anyways, let me know what you think. What do you think down below? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Peace.